Almost 2 weeks ago was FNAF 1's 10-year anniversary. The game released on August 8th, 2014, and created a series that has stood for years and has touched generations of children. Today I want to revisit it, and I want to see, how does FNAF 1 stack up nowadays? Is it the same as I remember it, or have the current FNAF games and the way the series went really changed my view on how the first game is? Now, 10 years ago, I was only 11 years old, and I gotta admit, I didn't get FNAF as soon as it came out. I didn't really have the money at 11 years old to be spending on video games, so I'd watch YouTubers play it and basically get their reactions along with mine as well. But eventually I did buy FNAF 1, and when I finally first played it for myself, it was even scarier than I had imagined or seen in YouTube videos because you were the one in control of the action. It was a very simple game that anyone could get into, but to beat it would take a lot of patience. But that was almost 10 years ago. Nowadays when I play it, it's a bit different. I still get a lot of enjoyment out of the game, don't get me wrong, but seeing how the game's evolved and what other features were added in future games really leaves me wanting more for the first one. Obviously, this is the start of the series though, so you're not going to get everything off the first one, and I understand that. But the core game mechanics are as follows: monitoring cameras, conserving power, shutting doors, and just overall monitoring the animatronics. So not too far off from what we know nowadays, but the difference is here, there's only 4 animatronics. And with a little bit of finagling, there's a really easy way that I have explained almost a year ago as well, of how to beat this game. In fact, so easy, you can almost beat the game 100% of the time if you're super accurate with the method, which leaves it feeling a little too easy once you unlock that secret. I won't tell you here because there's another video where I already talked about it, so if you want to watch that, check it out. It's a little old, but whatever. But that just goes to show that the gameplay isn't as challenging as it once was back in the day. In its heyday, FNAF 1 was a true challenge to see if you could actually get the will to complete the 5th night at Freddy's. But over the years, the 5th, the 6th, and even the custom nights feel easy on FNAF 1, so it doesn't have the same challenge that I was used to back as a kid. However, the atmosphere still remains as creepy as ever. The music, the scenery from the cameras and in the office, and the design of the animatronics alone is enough to make a grown man shit himself. And the jump scares you can get are still as effective as ever. Though not as challenging to avoid anymore, they still are petrifying when you get one. I mean, I'd even go as far as to say that some of these jump scares in the FNAF 1 game are scarier than some future games' jump scares, especially the Springtrap one. I mean, as a kid, I know the Chica jump scare scared me to no end. And I do gotta give FNAF 1 credit, it was what kickstarted the FNAF lore and really got people to actually stick around and watch what happened with the series, right? Through little details in the game, like wheezing voices coming from the animatronics and papers detailing what had happened, the lore was very interesting off the bat and got a lot of people interested in what could follow. So what's my verdict on this game? Does it still hold up in 2024? And should you, if you've never played FNAF 1, try it yourself? My answer will be a yes. Now, that's just saying that you should give it a shot and it holds up, but it doesn't exceed expectations as the other games do in the future. But to be honest, there's just a lot of games in the FNAF series that have a lot more interesting mechanics to them. From Security Breach, to Ultimate Custom Night, to FNAF 2 even. I mean, a lot of the games in the FNAF series took what the first game did and expanded upon it heavily. I still give the game the respect it's due, obviously, because it's the game that started the whole series. But at the end of the day, it isn't what I once remember from the series. It isn't the same as how it used to be as a kid, just like all things are, but you know how it is. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching this. I'm hoping you enjoyed the video. I guess you might have if you made it this far to the video, but other than that, I will see you guys in the next video, and peace!